Yeah. Insane James back with another Celestial Tournament guide for Chi-Chi, Hatchling of Chi-Ji. And this was the toughest legendary boss in my opinion. I just didn't have the right pets, so if you're having trouble, I'm going to show you multiple ways to beat Chi-Chi. Right here, right now. Let's go. Now, if you're having trouble with Chi-Chi, this is the best strategy I have. That's why I show it first. It's just 2 snails. It's the easiest team to really put together. Snails are not hard to find. And I even have a level 24 snail and I still get this done. So I start off with a Scourged Whelpling. Chi-Chi leads off with Tranquility, and Chi-Chi is faster than any of your pets, so it mostly always goes first. Now I use Tail Sweep and then Call Darkness. And we're really just using Tail Sweep until the Scorched Whelpling dies, and then we'll bring in our snails. Alrighty, let's bring out our level 24 snail, which works great against Chi-Chi. So we want to start off with Dive, because we knew Chi-Chi was going to use Dodge, right? So we avoid Chi-Chi's next attack and hit it with Dive. And then we use Acidic Goo, which puts a dot on Chi-Chi. Great thing about Acidic Goo is, for the next 3 rounds, Chi-Chi will take 25% additional damage. We then want to use Ooze Touch, which is strong against flying pets. That's why the snails are so good. Another reason why the snails are so good is Chi-Chi's main move, Fire Quills, are weak against critters. So we almost get Chi-Chi here, but because of Tranquility, it will slowly heal itself. And after rewatching this, I would not use Dive here. I would just finish with Ooze Touch. But let's bring in the star of the show, Scooter the Snail. Yes, Scooter. So because we already have Acidic Goo on Chi-Chi, we want to use Ooze Touch. And we'll use Dive because Chi-Chi's going to use Ethereal and Dodge. Boom. Alright, that's how you defeat Chi-Chi with the snails. Now if you enjoyed that strategy, please click the like button and leave us a comment with what team you beat Chi-Chi with. We're really interested. We want to know what pets you guys are using. Yeah. Now this is a much more fun team than the snails, obviously. I wanted to show you the snails because that's just, the safe way to play it. But here we go. Let's start off with my Droplet. And because I know Chi-Chi is going to mess around and just heal for the first 3 rounds, I'm going to throw on Curse of Doom. And after 4 rounds, it's going to drop some damage on Chi-Chi. Now I'm going to bring in my Ghostly Skull. And the reason why the Ghostly Skull is so good is because it has a move called Unholy Ascension, which I'll get to in a moment. For now, I just have to try to do some damage to Chi-Chi before the Ghostly Skull is dead. So I'll use Ghostly Bite here, which does 300 damage, which is pretty strong against Chi-Chi. I am stunned for a round, I can't do anything. Chi-Chi will kill my Ghostly Skull. Curse of Doom. 511 damage. That's great against Chi-Chi. So now that the Ghostly Skull is done, we have to use Unholy Ascension, which is going to increase our team's damage by 25% for 9 rounds. And let's bring out the Droplet again. Now we have some moves that are strong against flying pets, which is great. We have Expunge, which hits harder because of Unholy Ascension, And then we also use Corrosion, which splashes Chi-Chi and then puts a dot, which is game over for Chi-Chi. Yeah, so there's two ways to defeat Chi-Chi. First one is, just get 2 snails, and the other is to just use a ghostly skull with Unholy Ascension and any pet that's strong against flyers, whether it's a Nexus Whelpling or a Droplet or Spectral Porcupet, they all work fine. Now this was a super fun way to defeat Chi-Chi with my Soul Trader. So let's get into this. Now the Dark Moon Eye turned out to be completely useless against Chi-Chi, but good thing I have one of my new favorite pets, my Spectral Porcupet, which will finish off this battle. So let's throw out this Soul Trader and show you how fun this really was. I knew Chi-Chi was going to start off with Tranquility, so this allows me to use my Soul Ward, which will block its next move. And then I use Beam, which is strong against flying pets. It's not a bad move against Chi-Chi. I use Beam again, but Chi-Chi will block it. Now we've seen Soul Ward, we've seen Beam. I'm going to show you Life Exchange. It always hits and it equalizes the health between the user and the enemy. Ooh, look at that. So that was cool. The Soul Trader did a really good job against Chi-Chi. Now what I should have done was subbed in my Spectral Porcupet, but I make the mistake and use my Dark Moon Eye. And this is an example of probably why some of the people are failing, or why I failed at the start of Chi-Chi. They think they can get a magical pet and just out-damage Chi-Chi, which you cannot do. You have to have a strategy, and I'm glad I was able to bring you a couple strategies to defeat Chi-Chi in this video. So the Eye will just do its beam and try to get some damage in. No. Yeah, let's bring in that Spectral Porcupet, which is, again, awesome against Chi-Chi. Now I use Spectral Spine, but I mess up here because it dodges. So I have to hope I have 50% chance with Spectral Strike. Ooh, and I get it. That's great. Spectral Spine has a 95% chance to hit, and it does some damage, but it also has a 50% chance to blind the enemy, and that's why Spectral Strike will always hit if the enemy is blinded. If it's not, it has a 50% chance. So I screw up on Spectral Spine again, but I use Spectral Strike, and it hits, and we win! Yeah! So enjoy this last match. Now remember, everything that I showed you, I even made a couple mistakes and I still beat Chi-Chi. So remember, even with these teams, there's room for a mistake here and there. It doesn't have to be perfect timing. You just have to know what's going on with Chi-Chi and you're going to do good. You guys got this. Yeah! Again, thank you everyone for watching. We always appreciate when you tune into Insane Pain Game. And leave us a comment. Let us know with how you defeated Chi-Chi, what pets you used, was it hard, was it easy, how's the Celestial Tournament going. We had a blast. In the description, if you want to see how we beat all the other pet trainers and bosses, it's right there, links to all the videos. Thank you for watching. Click the like button. Insane James signing off for Insane Pain Game. Take care, everyone.